Hey guys, we're going to have a look at the E position bar chords now, and you could have a guess that they're going to use the shape of the open E chords. So we'll kick off. Take your open E, there's your open E major. Alright, now flip it around, take your first finger off and use your other fingers to play that chord. Alright, from there, what we're going to do is move this up to the 5th fret, okay? Now, the 5th fret is actually an A, alright? So we're going to be playing a whole bunch of A chords now, but in the E position. So, flat finger goes down across all the strings here, strumming from the top. We get our E shape. Now, you'll feel, to get that pushed down, I'm tucking my elbow in. I'm almost bending the guitar a bit. So sort of bending it like that between my right arm and left, pulling on it. And that's to get that pressure down. Now just keep in mind that sitting with the guitar flat like this is really just for video purposes, and it's terrible technique. If you're having trouble with it, just pick the guitar up, pop it in a classical position. Much easier. And also have a look on the back of the guitar here, back of your fretboard, got the thumb positioned opposite your first finger. Okay, try not to do these ones. You'll get a bit of strain and you can actually hurt yourself in the long run. All right, so we've got our E major. Our E minor is simply going to be our minor shape. So take your first finger off and there's your minor. Nice and easy. Now, what we want to look at now is what other chords can we play with this? We've got a whole bunch of open chords, and the E is a fantastic one because its sevenths are really easy. So let's have a look at our minor seventh. All that is just taking your little finger off from the E minor, one finger down on that A string, and there we go, nice minor seventh. Really cool sound to it. Okay, and you'll hear if I do an A minor seventh, it's the same chord, but you've got different, really different feel because of those strings are really open. They'll ring a lot more. When you move it up here, it'll ring a bit less. It's a muted sound, and it's quite cool, very subtle, very jazzy. So that's our minor seventh. Now when we go to our major seventh, we've got flat finger down and we've got this shape. So you've got your two fingers down on the D and G, little finger up on the A, and it is really awkward. I'm just about leaning out of the camera here, but geez, great sound. Now with that, there is a really great cheat. Okay, it's not really a cheat, it's just a way of playing it. So flatten the finger, put those two fingers down, and just ignore your little finger altogether. We're going to do our bass with your thumb and 4 strings on the bottom with your fingers. Okay, really nice, really cool, really jazz. Alright, so there's one other one that we want to do, and that's our dominant seventh. Okay, so that was the major third with the flat seventh. And that shape was just your E major, take your little finger off. And it's a great one to add a bit of funk to just about anything. So now we've got a bit of a feel, we've got some sevenths to play with. And this is where we want to ramp it up and start actually thinking about your modes and going, okay, I've actually got some patterns here and they're major and minor, and the sevenths match them. Now, if I'm playing my minor, that is the 6th mode, okay? And obviously it's a minor. Now, if I drop back to that 5th mode, 2 frets back, okay, that's the one that uses the dominant chord. All right, so let's try mixing them together. So we've got the A minor, back to the, that's the G dominant, all right, so you can mix those together really nicely and you're playing within the modes. Now, if you drop back 2 frets further to the F, you've got your Lydian mode, and that's a major, okay? So we could drop it back into a little finger pick. So let's try a slightly different thing now. So we're going to go with our minor. So what I've done there is actually moved my E position chords from minor into the dominant down to a major, all with the sevenths that match them. Okay, and that is the real beauty of your bar chords, especially this E position bar chord. Now, just to give you an idea as well, try those with the A as well. So the A position bar chords, also really easy. So that'll give you something to play around with, and we'll see you next time.